Good afternoon, YouTube. Pastor Greg coming at you again today with your daily mini sermon. Hope all of you are having a blessed day. All right, so today we're going to be turning into Isaiah 53:3 if you'd like to follow along. So as we always do, let's go down to the text. So as it reads, "He was despised and rejected by mankind, a man of suffering and familiar with pain, like one from whom people hide their faces. He was despised, and we held him in low esteem." Now you're probably like, Greg, that sounds absolutely horrible. Why would you even share something like that? And it's pretty bad. Like, can you imagine if you were being despised and rejected by everyone? Or if you had suffering in your life and you were so familiar with pain that it had to be written down? That would be pretty bad. But then we read into what this is actually talking about, and it makes sense. So what does it actually say? So in Isaiah, the end of 52, start of 53 into the end, the story is the suffering and glory of the servant. So what this whole passage is talking about is a servant who is being rejected by mankind. He's facing trials, but he is glorified by God because of it. So it goes back to everything we've been talking about the last couple weeks. When we're talking about holding God, sticking to Him, but getting away from the things of the flesh, of the world. And when we do that, when we get rid of the things of the world, when we stop walking that path, when we start just believing what the world tells us, and actually looking to Christ for our answers, it says that we'll be rejected by mankind, and we'll find suffering, and we'll be familiar with pain because the people and because the world isn't gonna like what we're doing. It's just like with anything else. When we don't understand something, we don't like it immediately. We reject it. We think it's horrible. When it's something out of the norm, we think it's wrong because we don't understand it. So when we're walking away from the path of the world and we're walking through the path of Christ, people who aren't Christians, who aren't followers of Christ, are not going to understand that way of life. And they're going to reject it. They're going to be like, you need to be like me. You need to walk to my path. And we have to deny that path. And we have to deny the path of the flesh. We have to deny the path of the world. And we have to stay firm in our path of God. We have to be in the scripture. We have to be in prayer. And we have to be in God. Because that is when we'll be glorified by God. If we hold on to the things of the flesh, that is limited. We will die, and that will be the end of that world. That time is limited. So would you rather be glorified in the world for a limited time, or would you rather be glorified by the Lord for eternity? I had a Medea moment. Would you like to be glorified by the Lord for eternity? That is the choice you have to make. Do you want to hold on to the flesh and be glorified for the world for a limited time? Or do you want to be glorified by God, staying in the Word, staying in prayer, and walking the path of Christ and be glorified for eternity? So what I call out to you today is I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what life are you walking towards? I hope all of you have a blessed day, and if you did enjoy this mini sermon, I hope you please check out my other ones. And if you enjoyed this one specifically, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel so you can get a new mini sermon every day. And if you like these, I also post mini sermons on my Facebook page, which is Gregory Beauregard, if you'd like to go friend me on there. All right, and if there's any specific topics you'd like me to discuss, please leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get to that. All right, I love y'all. Hope you have a blessed day. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Pastor Greg out.